many times have you said yes when you really wanted to say no? Or how many times have you kept your thoughts to yourself because you were worried about offending the other person? Or how many times have you put your own needs last because you were afraid of disappointing somebody? If you've been doing this for your whole life, I want you to know it's not a personality defect. It's a survival strategy that you learned in childhood. And we're going to dive into this today in this video. Welcome back to my channel. I'm Laura Whitelaw, and if you're a woman over 50 who is ready to stop waiting for your life to change and become the woman who actually changes it from the inside out, you're in exactly the right place. So here's why people pleasing is so common for women over 50. Most women were conditioned from childhood to be agreeable, accommodating, and selfless. Saying yes to everyone else felt like the loving and responsible thing to do. Over the decades, this type of response became automatic and normal, an unconscious identity rather than a conscious choice. By 50, many women don't actually know what they want anymore because they've spent so long focused on other people's needs. But it comes with a cost: exhaustion, resentment, and disconnection from yourself. And there is a nervous system connection to all of this. People pleasing isn't just a habit, it is a nervous system response. It comes from the need to be safe and feel like you belong. Saying yes to everybody avoided conflict and kept the peace. And somewhere along the way, usually in childhood, our body learns that being disagreeable is unsafe. Maybe you had very controlling parents, or the situation in your classrooms growing up at school just felt very threatening if you weren't agreeable. And your nervous system still responds to that threat even when it's long gone. That's why willpower alone cannot stop people pleasing. It has to be addressed at the nervous system and identity level. So here's where the identity piece comes in. People pleasing is rooted in a core belief that you are only lovable and safe when you are agreeable and accommodating. But you can shift this behavior when you start to build an identity that doesn't require external approval, validation, or anything outside of yourself in order to feel worthy. And the shift requires a focus on deep self-love. The lesson here is that you cannot receive love and approval from others that you cannot first give to yourself. So let's talk about the cost of continuing with the people-pleasing behavior. Every time you say yes when you really want to say no, chips away at your peace of mind and your self-confidence. The behavior keeps you disconnected and gradually makes you resentful. It sends a signal to your subconscious mind that everybody else's needs are more important than your own. When you're over 50, the cost of continuing with people-pleasing behavior is just too high. Time is your most precious commodity, and if you're spending all of it on people-pleasing and making other people's dreams come true, it's just unacceptable. So here's how you can start shifting this behavior. First, become aware. Start noticing when you feel the urge to say yes, and pause. Really think about it. Really tune into your body and decide if it really is truly a yes or is it a no. And if it is a yes, is it a fear-based yes? Are you worried about loss of approval, loss of love? Does it feel unsafe to not say yes? EFT tapping, if you're familiar with it, is a body-based technique that you can use to let go of your fear of disappointing others and the belief that your worth depends on pleasing other people. Start building a new identity that says, I'm a woman who honors her own needs. My boundaries are an act of self-respect, not selfishness. Practice visualization. See yourself saying no with grace and confidence and feeling completely safe doing so. And see the other people in your life responding positively to your choice. So let me leave you with a couple of activities that you can use to release this people-pleasing behavior. First, it's EFT tapping. So let's go through a quick round. Even though I'm afraid to disappoint people, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. And I am safe to honor my own needs. Even though I feel uncomfortable when I say no to people, I worry about what that means for me. Maybe I feel like I'm not safe, that I'll lose love, that I'll lose approval, that I'll lose acceptance. And I deeply and completely honor those feelings. Even though I am fearful about letting others down, I'm choosing to take a new path. And I'm honoring how I really feel. And if I feel the need to say no, I am feeling safe in doing that. And we go to the eyebrow. This fear of disappointing people. I'm choosing to feel safe in saying no. This fear of letting other people down. I'm choosing to let this go. I'm afraid of disappointing people. It doesn't feel safe. Under the arm, but I'm choosing to let this go now. And I'm choosing to feel safe in my body. So that's just a quick round of tapping for you. You can repeat as many times as needed to release this people-pleasing behavior. And if you're somebody that likes to journal, a journaling prompt that you could use is, where in my life am I saying yes when I really mean no? And what is it costing me? And just really sit with that. If you come up with a number of things that say it is costing you, then you need to make a choice. If this video resonated with you, I want you to know that people pleasing is one of the most common behaviors in women over 50 and the very thing that's holding them back from the life that they truly want. If you're looking for support in your reinvention journey, look for the link below and click it to schedule a reinvention clarity call with me, and we will talk about it in greater detail. And if you're not quite ready for that, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe, and you'll be notified when my next video comes out. Thanks very much for joining me today, and I look forward to seeing you again. Bye-bye.